വാഴ്ത്തിപ്പാടുന്നു. പരിശുദ്ധ കന്യാമാതാവേ, പാപികൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്കായി നിത്യം നിന്ദിത സുതനോടെങ്ങെന്നും
Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of Salt of the Earth, a program by Media Commission of the Catholic Syro-Malabar Eparchy of Great Britain. Today we are going to bring you another saint of the Catholic Church. As you all know, the structure of this program is like this. We will be presenting the life of a saint in the Catholic Church, and there will be 5 questions asked which you need to send in the answers to us. In the last few weeks, we are getting tremendous response from a lot of people, and you have been sending the correct answers. But unfortunately, the first respondent with all the correct answers get the prize. And as we announced earlier, if you have sent correct answers consecutively for the first 10 episodes, you can claim to be included into a lot where, if you are lucky, you will get a prize. The last week's questions and answers were: I know you are waiting to know who the winner was for last week.
My name is Shilby Joy. I am from Glasgow, Scotland. This Salt of the Earth series has been engaging and fun to do. Also, it is interesting to know about new saints every week and motivates us to become better version of ourselves. And I would like to thank the Eparchy of Great Britain for this wonderful series. Thank you.
You know the format to send in the correct answers. The format is now showing on the screen, as you can see. Answer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your name and the name of your mission. And the number to send the correct answer via WhatsApp is also showing here on the screen. Now it is time for us to listen to the life of a Catholic saint.
We belong to the Eparchy of Great Britain. This is our home, and this was inaugurated in 2016. Now, do we all know who is the patron saint of this eparchy? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. The answer is St Alphonsa. Yes, today we're talking about St Alphonsa, who was born in Kudamalur in the Diocese of Changanasheri, Kerala, India on the 19th of August 1910 of the ancient and noble family of Muttathupadathu. From her birth, the life of the blessed was marked by the cross, which would be progressively revealed to her as the royal way to confirm herself to Christ. Her mother Maria gave birth to her prematurely. In her 8th month of pregnancy, as a result of a fright she received when during the sleep, a snake wrapped itself around her waist. 8 days later, on the 28th of August, the child was baptized according to the Syro-Malabar rite, and she received the name Annakutti. She was the last of 5 children. Her mother died 3 months later. Annakutti passed her early infancy in the home of her grandparents. There she lived in a particularly happy way. Her grandmother, a devotee and charitable woman, communicated the joy of the faith, love for prayer, and a surgence of charity towards the poor to her. At 5 years of age, child already knew a lot of things. She had absolute childish enthusiasm towards Jesus and attending the Mass, and she was a regular custodian at Syro-Malabar Masses. Annakutti received the Eucharist bread for the first time in November 1917. In the same year, she attended the elementary school at Thonankuri, where she established good friendship with children of other religions. When the first school cycle ended in 1920, the time had come to transfer to Muttuchira, to the house of her Aunt Anna, to whom her mother, before she had died, entrusted her as the adopted mother. Being motherless, Anna's aunt was a severe and demanding woman, at times suppressive and violent in demanding obedience from Anna in her every minimal desire. Her aunt was determined to procure an advantageous marriage of Annakutti, obstructing the clear signs of her religious vocation. Her marriage was arranged when she was 13. She was asked to marry and she could not walk out of it. She prayed all night and then she came to an idea that if she gets her body disfigured, no one would want her. No one would marry her. Annakutti, in order to get out of this, under this commitment of marriage, she reached a point where she voluntarily caused herself to a grave burn. However, it didn't stop. It was Father James Murikin, her confessor, who directed her towards Franciscan spirituality and put her in touch with this congregation. Annakutti entered their college in Birmingham in the Diocese of Pala to attend the 7th class as an intern student in 1927. The following years, in 1928, Annakutti began her postulancy, taking the name of Alphonsa in honor of Alphonsus Ligori. Later, it was getting harder for her. The period of 1930 to 35 was categorized as grave illness and moral sufferings. About 1 week after the beginning of her novata, she had regular blood flow from the nose and eyes, profound organic wasting, and purulent wounds on her legs. The illness deteriorated to such a point that the worst was feared. Heaven came to rescue her. During a novena to Father Kyriakos Elias Chavra, she was miraculously cured. Jesus, however, wished to lead his spouse to perfection through a life of suffering. She felt she was entrusted with a part of the cross of Christ with abundant occasions of suffering. Later, St Alphonsa quoted, "I have a great desire to suffer with joy. It seemed that my spouse wishes to fulfill this desire." Painful illnesses followed each other. Typhoid, fever, double pneumonia, and the most serious of all, a dramatic nervous shock, the result of a fright on seeing a thief during the night of an October in 1940. Her state of psychic incapacity lasted for a year and she was unable to read or write. In every situation, St. Alphonsa always maintained a great reservation and charitable attitude towards her sisters, silently undergoing her sufferings. In 1945, she had a violent outbreak of illness. A tumor, which had spread throughout her organs, transformed her final years of her life into a continuous agony. With an attitude to take suffering for God, she remained happy until the final moment and with a smile of innocence always on her lips. Sister Alphonsa quietly and joyfully brought her earthly life to an end in Birmingham on the 28th of July, 1946. Alphonsa was proclaimed blessed by Pope John Paul II in Kottayam in 1986. With Alphonsa's canonization, the Church in India presented another saint to the faithful of the whole world. Faithful from every part of the world had come together in a single act of thanksgiving to the God in the name of this beautiful saint from the Syro-Malabar Church. Now it's time for our mystery box. So for St. Alphonsa, let's see what we have here today. Today we have a vilaka, and this is very much part of the Syro-Malabar tradition we have, with a beautiful St. Thomas cross sitting on top. Vilaka means light or lamp, as Jesus was the light of the world. So was St. Alphonsa. Let's hope the best comes out of us, the light within us, may that comes out. St. Alphonsa, we hope you're praying for us and for our Eparchy. Thank you everyone for watching.
It is question time now. The first question is, when was Alphonsa proclaimed blessed by Pope John Paul II? The second question is, what kind of woman was Alphonsa's grandmother? The third question is, which diocese of Syro-Malabar Church was Annakutti born into? The fourth question is, what did Annakutti disclose to her sister Elizabeth when she was only 12 years old? The last and final question is, what kind of a person was Annakutti's auntie? We hope all of you are enjoying this show, and in the next episodes we will bring you another saint of the Catholic Church. Till then, goodbye. May God bless you all.
നന്മ നേരും മാതാവേ കനിവോടെ കാക്കണമേ നെടുവീർപ്പും കണ്ണീർ